Well, the war with Iran is hitting a crucial 60-day deadline where U.S. law says operations must stop without congressional approval. But President Trump is calling that unconstitutional. He argues the fragile 3-week ceasefire stops the clock and terminates the war. But there are nearly 50,000 troops currently still in the region and an ongoing Strait of Hormuz blockade aimed at forcing Iran's hand. The U.S. is now warning shipping companies not to pay Iran to pass through the strait, kind of like a toll booth there. Also, Tehran has sent a new peace proposal through Pakistan, briefly cooling oil prices. But Trump says he's not satisfied. Meanwhile, the Pentagon estimates the war is now costing $25 billion so far, and Iran claiming it's much higher. Look, either way, there's no clear end in sight. Let's welcome to the show now U.S. Army combat veteran and Fortitude Tech owner, Ricoh Danielson. Nice to see you today.
Good to see you as well.
Yeah, welcome back. So President Trump claiming that the war is terminated because of the ceasefire here, and the administration is really reiterating that the war was necessary to stop Iran from getting a nuclear weapon. Listen to this.
We're in a war because I think you would agree we cannot let lunatics have a nuclear weapon. Do you agree?
So is Iran going to give up its nuclear program? I mean, it doesn't seem like the two sides are getting any closer together on a deal.
No, Iran is not going to give up its nuclear ambition, and it won't at all. And they're going to try to hide it under the guise of economic development and also, civilian and development, if you will. But it's just, they're not going to stop. The problem with this is that this is going to elongate that 60-day or that 3-week ceasefire. Yeah, it does reset the time clock for the 60-day conflict. But when we really look at it, President, Bill Clinton, he did this when Kosovo. Obama did this with Libya. So this is nothing new that the president is doing. Is just kind of reacting history, as a matter of fact.
Well, it seems like it's something that caught a lot of people off guard. It wasn't really something that the administration was mentioning, and then all of a sudden it sort of got dropped there during the hearing on Capitol Hill this week. Do you think there's going to be a lot of pushback on that in the week ahead?
Oh, absolutely. There's going to be a lot of pushback because you're talking about expenditure, not only from a military perspective, but also from a damage perspective. The thing is, who's going to pay the buck on this one, right? And then more than likely, it's going to be the American people, American taxpayer. So some sort of resolution needs to come to alignment from both parties, right? From the looking of this right now and the way the trend is going, I see that this will actually permeate and prolong this war. You were right. There are thousands of troops in the region, and they're going to be sustaining thousands of troops. I wouldn't be surprised if we actually build a temporary forward operating base in the region.
All right, and I just want to let our viewers hear once again the president saying that this 60-day deadline, he says it's unconstitutional not to allow him to keep going, so he choose. Listen.
So many presidents, as you know, have gone and exceeded it. It's never been used. It's never been adhered to, and every other president considered it totally unconstitutional, and we agree with that.
And our reporter, Joe Khalil, at the top of the hour was sharing that his sources are saying the president has been briefed on offensive military actions, which is no real surprise there. But in your assessment, do you think that we're going to start seeing bombs drop again soon?
Yes, I believe that we'll see bombs, unfortunately, get dropped eventually, and then also progress forward. We're going to identify new targets or revisit the ones we've already hit. Unfortunately, this is not going to be a quick war. This is not going to be a short war. The 60-day ceasefire, or even a ceasefire in general, I wouldn't be surprised if it gets suppressed, and then the clock restarts all over again. You're talking about regional occupation. This is kind of what we do. This is our bread and butter, and you already have thousands of troops there, and then we're going to start seeing more than likely the logistical supports, different organizations supporting us there for regional occupation. I wouldn't be surprised to see that.
Yeah, look, with our national debt raging the way that it is, and the Pentagon asking for a $1.5 trillion budget for 2027, it's raising a lot of eyebrows. But look, we're in the middle of this thing, and we want to limit any more American bloodshed however we can. We'll see how that shakes out. Hegseth was also asked to clarify, though, claims of destruction of Iran's nuclear program and an ongoing threat. Listen.
For all of the
their nuclear facilities have been obliterated. Underground, they're buried, and we're watching them 24/7. So we know where any nuclear material might be.
Reclaiming my time for a quick second here. We had to start this war, you just said, 60 days ago, because the nuclear weapon was an imminent threat. Now you're saying that it was completely obliterated?
They had not given up their nuclear ambitions, and they had a conventional shield of thousands of missiles.
So Operation Midnight Hammer accomplished nothing of substance. It left us at exactly the same place we were before.
So we'd heard from Hegseth and Kaine doing, televised media appearances, but that was the first time Hegseth has really been grilled by Congress that way. It's this line about whether it was an imminent threat and whether this war needed to begin or not is something that the administration is not able to get away from right now. What do you make of the two messages that you're seeing from both sides of the aisle there?
I believe that this war was coming. I believe that this fight was coming no matter what. And it was a matter of time before Iran actually launched a nuclear devastating machine war or even conflict with us. So this was a preemptive strike. I do side on the side of Pete Hegseth very much so, that this is a needed thing we need to do. Now, the magnitude of which we're doing it, that could be questionable, right? I would definitely kind of curtail it back. But I believe that if we didn't strike first, they will strike on us.
All right. Thank you so much for weighing in today. U.S. Army and combat veteran and Fortitude tech owner Ricoh Danielson. Appreciate your time and thank you for your service as well.
Thank you.
All right, on to this. We are approaching 25 years since the September 11th terror attacks on the World Trade Center. And one nonprofit